Hey everybody, and welcome to Teaching Tuesday. I'm Aaron Gentile, the kindergarten through 8th grade principal at Life Christian Academy. I'm joined today by Debbie Anderson. Hi Debbie.
Hi.
She is the Director of Teaching and Learning at Life Christian Academy, and today we're going to talk about the importance of reading for pleasure during this unprecedented time in education where we're working on online learning or e-learning. And families are at home developing this love for learning. So Debbie, tell us, I know you've worked as a reading specialist, you've taught many students and children and young adults even how to read. What is the number one tool that you'd want to give these families as they're at home with their children trying to figure out how to keep reading moving forward?
Well, one of the things that I would say is that reading with your kids is so important because the relationship that you build with them while they're reading encourages them to read. I remember when my daughter was in 7th grade, she didn't really want to read anymore. And so she and I picked a book together. We sat down every day and we read and we laughed at the book and we interacted with it. And pretty soon she was reading on her own and it was wonderful. But we continued to do that because it was such a great experience for both of us. And we still look back on that time and remember that with fond memories.
Well, hold on. Reading for pleasure with your 7th grader. I always thought, Mrs. Anderson, Debbie, tell me, I always thought that reading with your kids stopped when they hit middle school and they'd be independent, just doing stuff on their own.
No.
You're correcting me now?
I'm correcting you now because children want to be
twice.
with their parents, even 7th graders. Not all the time.
Right.
But they do like to spend time with you where it's not a TV, it's not a screen, but it's just two people together.
So you're encouraging, and I love this, you're encouraging all the way through middle school and even into high school that you could be reading together with your children. That's the number one thing that you'd want to tell these families. Read together.
Mm-hmm.
I love
and
it.
even in high school, if everybody is sitting down reading a book, even though you're in different books, but
Right.
you're all sitting down and reading together, that's a time when you can spend time together. And it is encouraging great strategies for later in life.
Fantastic. Hey, one more question I want to ask, and we're going to direct this as you're giving great responses to this audience. My question is, how do you help your children find themselves in a book? As our librarian Diane Chamber always says, I'm going to help them find themselves in a book. How do you pick the right reading level? How do you find books for them when you're at home and you're just stuck with your at-home library? What are we doing to help these kids read?
Well, there are some great websites online that you can use to find books. For example, you go on scholastic.com, and if you click on the shop button, it will take you to books, and there it has a list of books by grade level or by age that can tell you books that you can read, books that students can read at their level.
I love it. Another resource that I saw even last night, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I noticed that Amazon was releasing all free kid books. Is that true? That you can check those out?
It is true,
That
yes.
is so cool. So cool. For digital books on Amazon, like on a Kindle, which my youngest daughter loved reading on her Kindle, and we download books for her. And now that they're free, we've got some great options there. So I love reading. I want to help kids love reading. Thanks for those tips today. Anything else you want to add to the audience?
I would say that all of the things that you do in reading with your children will help them all the way through their life. So reading is one of the most important things that children and adults can do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And next week on Teaching Tuesday, we're going to hit the topic of academic integrity. So don't forget to tune in. It's going to be fantastic. Looking forward to having you join us next week.